naomba kwa heshima na taadhima tumpigie makofi Prisca Michael.
Habari? Tumechoka? Usimame kidogo. So mimi amefacilitate, kwa hiyo nimezoea ku play games and ku interact na audience yangu. Sawa? Kuna nimepata a bit from what Florence alikuwa anaongelea. Kwa hiyo nataka tufanye activity kidogo. Tuko tayari? Yes. Aya, sasa kuna qualities nzuri 3 za leader. Leader anatakiwa awe open, leader anatakiwa awe positive, na leader anatakiwa awe flexible. Sawa? Nimesema open, positive, flexible. Sawa? Kwa sasa we are going to do it. Sawa? Kwa hiyo tutaanza kusema kwamba I am open. I am open. I am positive. I am flexible. Aya, sasa hivi tumejua. Aya, faster. I am open. I am positive. I am flexible. Okay, we can see. Do you want to talk about kofta wanakutumia Kiingereza throughout? Jina nani? Prisca Michael. What is talk about kofta? Nichanganye.
Just go ahead the way you feel yourself. This is your turn.
No, lakini pia nataka wote tuende pamoja. Everybody alive. Okay, sawa.
Tumia Kiingereza.
Okay, then I'll try to mix here and then. Ila najua Kiswahili. Sasa ile dada yani alikuwa ajui Kiswahili kabisa, ndio najua Kiswahili. So my name is Prisca Michael, and this is my first time being here, and my second time meeting Albert. We just met one day, we talked, and he welcomed me to this session. So I'm very happy to be here. I work with an organization called Bridge for Change, and we deal with youth empowerment and career consultation. So I'm a facilitator, I'm a trainer, but I also do other things. And today I want to share with you some stories and my life experiences, but I want us to share about starting. We had Florence to be successful, and one of the things she really gave more emphasis on at the end was to have the sense of urgency and to start. So I want to share with you a story. I am from high school whereby we used to have school magazines. Anyone know magazines? Yeah. Yes. So we used to have school magazines, and it used to be very fun. So we would take pictures, we would submit articles and fun stories, and like what did happen in the school, and the pictures of our dances and our activities, and we'll combine them and make a magazine. Then when parents come, we'll sell them the magazines. Then I went to the University of Dar es Salaam, and there was no magazine, and I was shocked. I was like, what? This university is big. I expected to find like another magazine because I was very eager to work on that and to like write articles. I also write. So I got an idea. I should start a magazine. We could get students to write, take pictures. You know how UB has so many interesting things. Then we could quote bash, nani. So I told some of my friends, and we started. We met a couple of times. We made some discussions. Then we went and talked to one teacher. He was very supportive, and he told us, yeah, go ahead. Then he said, there's someone else who will also be interested to join you. So we met this other person, and we welcomed him to our team. Then we went to the dean of students, and he was like, yes, this is good, and he gave us a letter like, you can go ahead and do it. Then we had to look for sponsors. So we went to different organization companies, Tigos, casinos, everywhere, but nobody wanted to fund a magazine, which did not exist. It was not there. It was just an idea in our heads. So before I continue, I want to ask you, who here has an idea? Nani ana idea yake, yani bunge la idea? Okay, basi ya kawaida tu. Wangapi wana idea hapa ya vitu wanavyotaka kufanya? upande wa huku mnanitisha. Wangapi wana idea kitu chochote? It could be a business, it could be idea ya nyumba, it could be idea anything you want to do in life. Wangapi? Let me see the hands again. Okay. I hope I'm seeing the right people. Okay, so it was just an idea in our heads, and everybody said no, we cannot do this, we cannot fund that, and we felt it ended there. We could not continue. There was nothing else we could do about it. So yeah, we abandoned it. We did other things. Everybody went in their own ways. Then as I was continuing with my studies, I found another passion. So I thought, okay, I could not write in a magazine, but I could write on my own, right? So I started writing on my own. I started writing. So I had like 6-7 pages of the things I was writing about life experience, about things I was going through. Then I thought, what if I share these things with the world? And during that time, blogs were coming in. Everybody was starting a blog. So I thought, okay, what do I need to start a blog? I need an internet. I need to know a bit about websites. Went to Googled how to start a blog. Then that's it. I started a blog. And it was very, people said it was good, but it was very normal, according to me. It didn't look very nice. It was there. But I started just like that. I wrote about different things, about things I was going through, about things my friends were going through, about life challenging, inspiring others, encouraging others just to go and improve themselves. Then, after a year of doing that, I thought I could add more things. So I started doing these Instagram videos called MINDESET, just to encourage some people out there. Then I launched my blog. It was on another platform. So I brought it on my own platform, and now it is called priscawrites.com. You can check it out after here. Thank you very much. So I brought it on my own platform. A friend of mine helped me, and there it was. My blog was there. So that was something which became successful. It was also an idea, but it became successful. And it does not, it has not gone viral, but I've received a lot of positive feedback. People say that it has helped them. People say, a lot of my friends also say, yeah, I also want to start writing. You've inspired me to start writing. Others said, I also want to start maybe making videos. You've inspired me to do so. So I've got some positive feedback from it. What do I want you to learn from these two different stories was that I had two different ideas, but then two different things came out of it. One idea I failed, and another idea I succeed, according to me. And that is what can happen when you bring your idea to life. So when you have an idea, it is just that, an idea. It is worth, it's just that, an idea. Nobody's gonna pay you for your idea. Nobody's gonna, a lot of people actually will not believe you because of your idea. Nobody's gonna say, yay, look at this person, he has this amazing idea. People want to see things which are there, which are happening. So, why aren't we bringing our ideas into life? Why aren't we implementing them? You have this amazing idea and you think it can change the world, and you think something can come out of it. Why are we not bringing them into life? Because we are scared of what will happen. But I have good news today. When you have an idea and you do something about it and you bring it into life, only two things can happen. Only two things. You only have two probabilities. One, you can succeed and be happy and all your dreams will come true. And two, you can fail. So you only have two options. You only have two probabilities. You don't have to think, you know, if I do this business, what will happen? You know, if I go and take this course, what will happen? You know, if I start singing, what will happen? You know, if I go and travel and go somewhere, I want to learn this language, what will happen? You know, if I take this job, what will happen? You know, if I apply to work on this area, what will happen? Only two things. Only two things can happen. You just have to say, okay, one, I can succeed. Second, But I also have another good news. And that is, if any of these two things happen, you will still be at an advantage. They are both good for you. Yes, they are both good to you. Success and failure, they are both good to you. So I want us to look at what will happen. Which should we start to look at? Success or failure? Failure. Okay, so say you have an idea and you say, okay, this is it, I'm gonna do it. Florence told me to be bold, I'm gonna be bold and do it. And you start doing your idea. And lo and behold, you fail. These are the things which will happen when you fail. You'll probably be sad after a few times. But number one, you would have learned something. So from failure come our biggest lesson. Don't you want to learn something? So if you were just having an idea, you would have been at 0 level. But if you took a step and implement your idea and you failed, you would have learned something, right?
Yeah.
So you would have learned why it failed. You would have learned that it is very hard to sell tomatoes. You would have learned that maybe if you transfer clothes from China to Tanzania, some people will try to hijack and steal some things from you. You would have learned that actually you have to know some people at TRA to be able to import your goods. You would have learned that agriculture is not as fancy as everybody says. You would have learned that when people tell you to work hard, they actually mean to work hard. So a lot of things, we think we know them, we know our idea, we know the in and out, we know everything. And you're like, I'm just waiting for something. But actually you will not learn something if you don't do your idea. So failure gives you this huge opportunity to learn more about that, to learn more about what you're thinking about, to learn more about the industry you're interested about. So I would encourage you to just go ahead and try and fail, and you would have learned something. Number two, you will meet people, interesting people actually. Going back to my story, actually I told you that a teacher told us there's someone else who wants to come and join our team, right? So after some years, like 2 years, that person who wanted to join our team went ahead and started an organization. And after 1 year of operation, he was looking for a program manager. And then he remembered, I know a girl who is like good and confident and can write good proposals, because we had to write proposals to companies, and can sell and can really work on that. So he came and looked for me. I didn't apply for a job. I was not interviewed. Thank God. I was not interviewed. He was like, I want you and I want you. And I had another job offer. He was like, you tell me how much they're paying you, then I will. So though my first idea failed, but it actually made me meet people. Some of the people I met during that trial period of trying to bring the magazine are still my good friends, are still people who are helping me out, are still people we communicate with. So when you bring your ideas to reality, you're definitely gonna meet people. Good people or bad people, they're all beneficial to you in one way or another. If you have your idea of starting a school in your head, there, you will never meet people who are in charge of schools. You'll never meet people maybe in the ministry. But if you go and you meet these people, and probably you fail and you don't get the idea, you might even encounter something different, right? Yeah, so if you go out and you put yourself out there, you will meet people and be interested, and maybe find something else which will even be more interesting. Another thing which failure tells you is how you can improve your idea. So, if your idea succeeds, most times you just keep it there and it will be normal. But if you go out and fail, actually you will think more, okay, how can I make this successful? You will ask other people. You will try to seek different ways to improve your idea. So maybe you will improve it and make it better, and actually maybe do it and succeed in it, right? So failure is not bad after all. I hope I've confused you, right?
You're right.
Yeah, a lot of times we don't celebrate failures in our society. But truth be told, it is there and it is important. Very, very important. So it should never be a reason where you're like, I don't want to start this, it will fail. You should actually be, I want to start it so that it fails and I learn something from it. What do you have to lose? Nothing. What do you have to gain? A lot, as I've shared. So another one path which can take you is failure. Another path is success, which we all love because it's wonderful and it's good, and yeah, everybody wants to be successful, right? I've not met a person who's like, I don't think I want to be successful. Everybody wants to be successful. So if you have your idea and you implement it, another path will be success. And also this path is good for you, obviously, because it will make you have whatever you want, or it will just be a sheer happiness for you to see your idea coming to life. But also success has its own things and lessons. Number one, challenges. So a lot of times we think if I have an idea and I do it and it is successful and people say, yes, come on, do it, that's it, it's over. But success brings us even more challenges. Because I think we all agree, not to shame anyone, but we all agree that the challenges which an MP, a member of parliament, probably face are a bit compared to the president, right? Right?
Yeah.
We all agree, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in the measure of success, our measure of success, this is like here and this is here. So the higher you go on the ladder, the higher the challenges you will face, ladies and gentlemen. But challenges are good, as we've seen, because they challenge us and they make us grow and they make us even reach more things, right? For example, I have a friend who had an idea to do grocery, delivery of grocery shopping. And he started his idea and it was somehow successful. Some people said yes, some people started to make orders. But he discovered a lot of challenges from that. But from those challenges, he refined his idea and made it better and made it better and made it better. But another thing which success can bring you, which some people see it as good, some people see it as bad, will be the people expectation. Right?
Yes.
Especially in our African countries where we have extended families and our friends are also our families and everybody you've met is your family. So when you're successful, these expectations like keep on coming. People now expect you to do more, expect you to show up more, expect you to just have the time, expect you to be there for them, expect you to employ them, expect you to give them free things, expect you to just bring their ideas to life because now you're the founder of the whole world, you know. But also, that is a good thing because it will teach you prioritizing. It will make you ask yourself, what is really important to me? Is this a success where I end? Do I want to go higher? Do I want to reach other people? Do I want to be me and myself and alone? So it will make you prioritize. It will make you think what is really important to me right now. For example, to some people, it is very important to them to have a Porsche car. To others, it is very important for them to have a house. To others, it is very important to them to just see their relatives going to good schools and having good jobs. To others, it is important to them for them to have good health. To others, it is important to them to start other things. So there are people who are like, example, Elon Musk. He is interested to just pushing the status quo. If you know Elon Musk, he's the guy who has a company called Tesla, and he's developing self-driving cars. But also, it's his passion to just keep on pushing the things which we think are normal. So right now, he has another company called SpaceX. They're exploring trips to Mars, to Sayari Mars, like to another planet. And it's something it's his priority to just push the status quo and start different things here and there. So there are people who just want to have different ideas, different businesses. So success gives you that chance to think, okay, what do I want out of this? I've achieved this. Is this it, or do I want more? And it's fine, whichever way you will choose to define whichever way you choose to define your success, whichever way you choose to go from there, from being successful to another stage, it's up to you. It's fine. As Florence said, you don't have to look at someone else. You have to look at yourself. What success means to you, it's okay, as long as everybody else is not you, right? Yes. So those are the two paths which can happen to you when you bring your idea to life. It is not so scary, right? Like seriously, you only have, if you go to an exam and you find these types of questions, which we used to love, true or false. See, your life is a bit easier. And I just have to decide if this is true or false. But if you find like you have to write essays and essays, you're like, that exam was hard, right? So, starting, bringing your idea to life gives you only two options, success and failure. And as we've seen, both options are good for you. Both options can lead you to being a better person, to doing more things, and just improving yourself and improving your ideas. Okay?
Yes.
So, I want us to do something. See, we all have our pens. I told you I'm a facilitator. So I want us to write your idea. Those people who say they have an idea, I want you to write your idea there under my presentation. I want you to write your idea down. Do it. I'm looking at you. You said you have an idea, and I saw your hand. Write it down right now. I'm waiting for you. I'll not tell you to share. It's fine. Right? It's your notebook. Nobody will see it. Make sure your neighbor does not see it. He or she might steal your right idea. Yes. Tayari. Au ni sentence mbili. Some people have big ideas, they need a paragraph. Done. Okay, we're waiting for some people, and it's fine. I can wait. Time. Okay, I'm told time. Done.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so I want you to write 3 things that you have right now that can help you start that idea. Anything which comes to mind that you have right now. It could be your phone, it could be the internet, it could be your father. It could be your education, it could be your experience, it could be your network of people. 3 things, guys, 3 things only. It could be your neighbor, it could be your bank account balance. What? Why are you laughing? We're done. Right? Tired?
Yes.
3 things only. Tired? Cool.
Good.
People are writing more things. I like this. Cool.
Good.
Okay, so I want to encourage you to go from here. If there's, forget everything I said, forget my name, but I want to encourage you to go from here and actually go and utilize those 3 things to start your idea. Because so many times, the things which are stopping us from starting will actually be solved when we just start. Will actually be solved when you just start. Capital, people support, what, they will all be solved when you just start. So I want to encourage you to just start and see the magic of starting. Thank you very much.